Hi there, welcome back to my little sea ice challenge project. I'm Icon and we're hitting episode 2. Archer and her trusty friend Yaya have constructed a little home here. We pretty much got everything a human could possibly want. We have a situation where we're able to plant our own rice. We got a somewhat sustainable situation, and the next step I'm progressing towards is microelectronics. Right now I got a little bit of a power outage. I don't like that. But beyond that, we're of course far from being safe or in the clear. So what's down there? That's a bunny. Let's take that. So my next few steps will be all about bringing this situation into some sort of stability, because right now we're not really able to sustain ourselves. Like you see here, just one lengthened period of oh no, the bunny's gone. Lengthened period of bad wind supply and my rice plants already suffer. So, and beyond that, fire is a really dangerous thing, so immediately work on that. And construction is priority 1. Okay. Whew. And most importantly, I need a smelter. I wanted to talk about the smelter before we had that little explosion here. Because right now, whenever anything will fall from the skies, I won't be able to really use that. And also, I need to get myself some more workbenches. There are a lot of things we still need to take care of. But I consider this situation as a realistic chance. Yeah, the rice plants died because of the cold though. Yeah, we're not there yet, but with that amount of steel, I'm also not able to sustain anything more than that. So luckily I got some more animals outside to feast from. So Archer, you're not supposed to... Ah, the temperature is not right. That's why I can't plant out. So yeah, I either need more turbines or more batteries. Because right now, as we see, the demand of the sun lamp is higher than one turbine can possibly provide. I still want to try, because there's really nothing to lose in this situation. But it becomes more and more clear that we will need more steel to get through this situation realistically. Because either way I will need a bigger battery, or more batteries, or more power supply. One of those things has to happen. Because, you see here, most of the time it's not enough power during the daytime. But I'm not too surprised about that. But since we don't really lose anything because of that, I'm okay with it. So flash storm out here is not really anything threatening. But, you know, the situation is still very scary, to be honest, because it's really only a question of time until these rice plants will die. There we go. Yet another time. And right now, this is basically not much more than a training project for Archer's plant skills, because we need more power output than that. But at the same time, I just need to survive long enough. So let's see, do I at least have enough for a butcher's table? That would be a really big benefit. So I do have some wood. 95 wood would be necessary. So we can't build a butcher's place yet. Dang. Alright. Well, the sun lamp is draining our power capacities way too quickly. So when this turbine is not running at full speed, it has really pretty much no chance of providing us enough power. Sadly. Really sadly. I was hoping we could be already able to do this, but it's not realistic at all. Without a second wind turbine, it is. But at this point, I'm okay with that. I mean, I got food outside of the hut, which is just ready to serve. And let's see what'll happen until then. I mean, until then, Archer can at least train her planting skills a little bit. But it's not really a good deal. I gotta admit that. We just need more steel. I feel like the beginning phase of the sea ice is the most difficult phase to begin with. Because to sustain yourself is really hard at the beginning, as we see here. Once the summer is over and I don't have enough resources, I will also need to turn off the sun lamp completely because of the insulation limits of Outage. At some point she will have to switch over to a different schedule where we can run the heater all time. But well. Doesn't work out right now, sadly. Let's toggle the power off because that constant on and off switching is kind of like a little bit annoying. Yeah. Would have been too easy, wouldn't it? In any other circumstance, we would have been able to just build ourselves some more power supplies, but here that won't work. So the next big project would be the smelter. I mean, I could build a smelter if I would want to. Or could I? No, I don't have enough steel for that as of now. But the smelter will be the next thing which will be enabling me to get things done. Alright, so I now switched off the sun lamp. The thing is, we will receive some sort of cargo pods or such in the near future. It always happens. But right now, I can't do anything with those steel slag chunks besides just allocating them. Now we have to wait. So that was our last meal. Let's start butchering. Alright, there's some bunny. Can the donkey sustain from food? No, from raw meat? No, he can't. So the donkey's days are counted as well. Let's see, maybe I can use Yaya for some epic fight against somebody, at least. Ah, the Friends of Blood are raiding us. Alright. Morse, the shelter kid. At least he brings us some items and some food. They always do, one way or another. So, here we go. I really wonder if it wouldn't have been smarter to invest my first amount of steel into the smelter instead of the hydroponics, because I totally underestimated the necessary amount of power of a sun lamp. I gotta admit that. Ah, here we go. We already got him to the shoulder. That's really good. It's always just the question: do you achieve to hit to land a shot before they reach your character? Okay. So that Morris fella is done for. There we go. And we even get to strip him. This is interesting because this way his clothing won't be tainted. And that's always a nice thing. because this also means we're able to sell it more costly. You know? Advantages. Alright, let's consume the bunnies. Yeah, now the quality of life is diminishing a tad bit. What can we say? But at least we got some really good bounty. I mean, these items aren't worth too much, but the next trade caravan will possibly give me some steel for that. Who knows? What did you just eat, Archer? I wonder if she still had some food in her pocket. Alright, that's wait a sec. Are you kidding me? I didn't know. Okay, I'm always using mods to prevent that. Things lie indoors, but for this project I went and tried to use as few mods as possible. Alright. Bear meat is refrigerated. 15 silver and a knife. Sorry for Archer, but she has to get this done. Especially since we don't run any hauling mods. I have to take every trip. And one trip for every item, that's what I'm trying to say. So it's not that easy to haul larger amounts of items. Alright, the donkey will start to starve now. Poor thing. But yeah, well. Combat will become a lot harder now that the donkey is no more. That's the real bad news about that. That's the real bad news about that. Or, well, much more risky is the more correct point there. But sadly there was no chance for me to plant out the rice successfully without either more... Oh, the Friends of Blood are raiding us again. That's actually one of the best things that could have happened to us. Let's have a breakfast and take down that fella. Probably Yaya can have a glorious last stand. Poppy. Poppy is already hypothermic. Well, gotcha. Right in the heart. Okay. Well, at least this time the hauling will be less work because we don't have to strip her first, but yeah, well, malnutrition, poor thing. Can't change it. But with these stockpiles, the mental breakdowns will be our biggest problems because, well, what can I say? Archer won't like the new cuisine, but... Whew, what can we do? These are harsh times. At least we got some donkey, you know. Just waiting until the malnutrition is too much to bear, but rip Yaya. That was a fun time with you. Trying to not slaughter too much meat beforehand because it can spoil. There's no use in that. Well, solar panels would be the next thing I'd be researching. Transport pods could be also useful to make us friends. But yeah, this is a pretty hard survival match now. I mean, it ain't that bad. I got a lot of food there. I really got a lot of food. With those animals that started... Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, Minimap. You're not behaving. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize that I forgot to disable that. I'm so used to that all the time. Really sorry. 15 minutes of this episode and I'm not realizing it. The thing is, the settings for this mod are saved across several sessions. That means if I run a different playthrough that has the minimap enabled, it goes over to this one when I play something else. But I'm sorry guys, I wanted to not do that. Okay. Because it is a different gameplay experience. And, well, this little mistake here is pretty good to emphasize it a lot. Yay, cargo pods! What's in it? Components! Ha! Nice. Like, seriously. 17 components is really good. Alright, there's the last bit of bear. So, yeah. With the smelter already up, I would be able to create more steel out of that. Probably my pathing here was not the smartest. I mean, I got 39. If I would dismantle that, I would get 80 back. So I'm not there yet. I would need to dismantle my battery for that, but that's a no-no. So I'm not sure if it would have been that easily done, even if I didn't go for the hydroponics. Don't know how much the sun lamp cost. 40. 140. Yeah, I would have had it. Dang. Sun lamp and the basin together were a bad choice, actually. Now that I see it here, it was a bad choice. I hope it won't kill me. Could possibly, though. Because you receive way more often steel slag chunks than you receive, like, starship chunks. So... let's see. But I was fully aware of the fact that the beginning phase of this run would have been the harshest phase. So... let's put some wolf on the table. Soon it's gonna be Yaya, and then it's going to be Morris, or Tiger, don't know yet. Just hope we'll get some different food income source before that happens. I mean, research-wise, I'm making great progress, but that's all steel tech, so I can't really do anything with that. So Archer went into Sad Wonder because of the corpses. Can't change it, I suppose. Good thing about Sad Wonder is they are still able to fulfill their basic needs, so Archer will eat something at some point. Archer will sleep at some point, and this is no immediate death sentence. The Snow Hare and Harms, so... a new person, and she will be followed by manhunting snow bunnies. It's not really a problematic scenario. And, well, I'll definitely accept that, because worst case scenario, Harms is going to be a resource we'll use. Because under these circumstances, you don't have any options, you know. You have to take and use whatever you can. So, Harms, melee 11. Okay, wonderful. So the strategy is quite simple. Harms is going to tank that, and Archer is going to survive that. Ice Sheet, Survivor. Zoom. Not even a rock. Just a hard place. What can I say? It's just as it is. It ain't even a rock. Okay, now, let's bring the bunnies! Come on, where are the bunnies? They promised me bunnies. Just received a psychic low drone. Okay, whatever. So, Devil Strand Parka. Are you serious? Mine. Like, Devil Strand. Devil Strand is like the best insulating stuff a person could possibly wish for. So here we go. 37 now. Let's forbid that. Yes, I'm a mean person, I know. So Archer, how hungry are you? Quite hungry. I thought the man-hunting snow hares will follow in 1 hour. What the heck? Well, it's the cold is doing the job for us, so I'm very confused about that, though, gotta say. Oh man, I feel bad about this. A little bit, just a little bit. But you know, Harms, I'll be giving you one thing, and that's a burial. Because I want to be grateful for the parka, you know. So yeah, Archer's mood is surprisingly good, but that's only because of the low expectations and such. I mean, if we have to, I'll dig out Harms. So I really have no clue why the snow bunnies didn't attack. Is it too cold for them? I mean, it's minus 63 degrees out there. So possibly could be the reason, honestly. I didn't know, though, that this is actually a thing that can happen. That if the biome is too cold for attackers to possibly go there, they just don't attack. That's a completely new thing for me. So we got microelectronics researched now, though. That's really good. That's really, really good. If I happen to gather the necessary materials. Okay, let's check out what would be a thing. I mean, there are not too many things that are too interesting to research, but researching keeps Archer sane. It's one thing we have to admit. So let's start out with the solar panels. Alright, at least the psychic drone is over now. Fire! Come on, Archer. Let's put down the repair jobs right away. So under these temperature circumstances, I don't believe that any caravans will get to our place, but this Shin person, another Devil Strand Parka. Holy. Let's see. He's self-tending and leaving the map. Well, I guess I shouldn't have allowed that. I guess that was a little bit of a mistake. But we already did enough inhumane things. Enough war crimes for one day. Well, I mean, the situation ain't that bad. There's a constant supply of poor fools just happening to pass by our place. We are not enemies with the Civil Outlander Union, so there is a decent chance of at some point getting some help from them. But it could take 30 days or such. And whenever we get raided, that's a free food delivery, basically. So, yeah, situation ain't that horrible, but the mood debuffs are the real big problem. I really feel like I did the wrong turn with the with this equipment here. But now, let's see. I think I can't undo it though. It's 100 here. We would receive 80 back because you always receive 80% back. That would make 119. From these 40, I would receive 30 back. That would make 149. So unless I deconstruct one of the items which are vital for my survival, I won't be even receiving enough for the smelter. So that was a grave mistake from my side. I somehow thought I would be able to sustain the power of a sun lamp with just one wind turbine, but no. That was a no. But luckily we're not that helpless after all. So, solar panels have been researched. Let's see. Let's go for the Mortar Attack. I don't believe I'll be able to get to mortars anytime too soon, but at the same time it keeps poor Archer's brain working, and mortars are useful after all. So let's see, how much for a comms console? 120. We could actually do that. I would have one steel too few, or two. I would lack one steel if I would now deconstruct the hydroponics. That's really dastardly. My god. Really need to deconstruct the sun lamp altogether, but let's do it. Because I really consider it like that. I only have that one shot, only one chance to sustain myself. And that's by delivering myself a comms console. Let's see, I got 144 units now. So that's not enough for a beacon, isn't it? It's not enough. No, we need 160. Dang. No. It was just a, well, okay, it was not a bad decision. Now I only need one ship chunk and I'll be done. I'll be good for the smelter. So I think it was the right decision after all. I mean, sure, I could have played it more ideally, but, well, it's okay to make little...
nothing.
Yes, that's sea ice, my dear. It's nothing with nothing and nothing. And we're hungry again, so it's time to put one of our poor enemies on the table.
At least you have a fridge.
The whole world is a fridge. So we need to enable the butchering of the funny food and... Alright. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's see. I mean, Archer's mood must be pretty terrible now. Yeah. Let's see. The chemical starvation is starting to be an issue as well. But what can we do? Right now, not much. Right now, not much. But we basically are just one favorable event away from stabilizing our situation even more. I mean, I got so much money on myself. The comms console and the trade beacon are way to go right now. I'm even considering right now deconstructing the research table in favor of the trade thing. Because the research right now is just a quality of life thing. But yeah, I haven't fully decided that yet if I'm that desperate or not. Because right now, well, my resources are dwindling rapidly, and I really need to think about alternatives at this point. Because with these temperatures, it's quite likely that my attackers won't be humans anymore. And also, Archer's insulation is starting to be quite problematic during night times. Anywho. Ah, spacecraft chunks. That's what I needed. Now, the real big question for me is smelter or comms console. That's the big question there, but I'll delay that decision for the next until the next time, because I feel like now is a good time to sit back and ponder about this decision. But I have a really strong favor towards the smelter, because that will make me finally able to produce more steel on my own. I already have 60 steel lying around, and every cargo pod drop will increase that. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to tell me your opinion about that. And besides that, a like makes that video more visible, and I would be really, really grateful for that. Or leave a subscription to my channel if you like that kind of content, because I dish out a lot of Rimworld content. Besides that, in the description below, you'll find a link to my Twitch channel, where I also stream quite daily. So maybe you want to check it out, and I'd be happy to catch you there. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.